Welcome everyone to today's video where I'm going to reveal my Game Week 21 team. And now I'm recording this video when Game Week 20 is still not over. So I still have 7 players to play. So I have 7 double game weekers. So things can change. So if you want to know about my latest moves, feel free to follow on Twitter. My name is FPL Daniel on Twitter, the same as here. You can find the link in the description. So that being said, let's move on. So I got 48 points and a red arrow. I was top 120k, almost 30,000 places down, but I'm still optimistic. First, I made a mistake. I bought Ederson for a hit instead of Kepa. That was super painful. Kepa got 10 points and Ederson got only 1 point. Mainly, as you will see later down in this video, I got Ederson because he has Wolves at home the following game week, and I wasn't sure that Cancelo will play twice. The hit was Cancelo out for Perisic, who also was benched. Let me go to my defense. So Perisic was also benched. What an unfortunate event. But even if he was starting like Doherty was, Spurs conceded 2 goals, so he would have been on 1 point again. So I'm expecting him to start against Manchester United and also against Fulham, so hoping that he will repay me. I was considering Schär. I like him a lot. I think he will explode. Dalot was injured, so I was considering Schär, but Newcastle could have a blank game week in game week 25. That's why I decided against and went with a double game week player. I'm hoping for a 12-pointer by Perisic soon, either this game week or the following game week. So probably that was a mistake. I would have been on 2 free transfers. I would have had Kepa 10 points, and also Cancelo started. What a surprise. I spent 8-point hits on Cancelo, bringing and selling him. So lesson learned, be more patient with your players. So Ederson plays again. So I have one more fixture. Shaw plays again. And Perisic plays again. Trippier scored 9 points again, but Trippier points doesn't count. Shaw points count because of effective ownership, and Perisic points count a lot. Then I have Kevin De Bruyne. He's also differential. He assisted, but without bonus points. He was on bonus points before. Manchester United scored 2 goals, and one of the goals for Manchester United was an offside, clear offside. I'm not a United fan, not a Manchester City fan, but it was clear an offside because Rashford was interfering with the defending of Akanji and with the position of Ederson. So let me know in the comments what do you think, whether it was offside, but it is what it is. I don't mind it. So my hero is Odegaard, 9 points again. Everyone is having Martinelli. I'm having Odegaard. So he scored again. He is my hero. If you watch my previous video, Game Week 17 video, what is my strategy, how I intend to go up in the ranking. I went at Kane instead of Darwin. That worked. I will go Odegaard instead of Martinelli and Foden previously. And also I went without Cancelo. Wish I have went with that strategy, but I caved in and I bought Cancelo. And I made a mistake, but it is what it is. I'm still happy. I'm all set for top 10 finish, hopefully. And in attack, the main disappointment was Haaland, triple captain. I don't regret giving the triple captain to Haaland. So if Rashford is having a triple game week in 22, go for it, give him the triple captain. He's in a super form. He scored again, but again, his 10 points doesn't matter. Almiron blanked again, but he's not a worry. I'm having him since the blank game week. I think it was game week 10, and he provided so many points for me. He's really, really cheap. He could be my 5th midfielder if needed, if I decide to upgrade Andreas. But Almiron was lively. I'm happy for 5 million. He's just fine. I wish to get there Saka, but more on that later. And in attack, Mitrovic, he missed the penalty. So 2 weeks in a row from 9 points, he's going to 5 points previous game week and this game week. And this game week, he's going from 9 points to 0 points. What a pain, a huge pain, but it is what it is. I'm considering selling him for Nketiah from Arsenal, but more on that later in the transfer plans. Haaland was a disappointment, but Manchester United are great. I'm expecting more points against Spurs. Hopefully a brace will make it happen. And Kane, my hero, he blanked, but he's playing really tough Arsenal team, so I'm happy to keep him long term. Kevin De Bruyne, I'm not super happy because he's not shooting enough in my opinion, but he has another double. That's why I'm keeping him till now and waiting whether he will be fit because he missed 1 day of training. And on my bench, my nemesis, Ben White, he keeps scoring on my bench, even got 2 bonus points on twice. I play him after the restart. He blanks. One of those weeks he went off at 59th minute. What a pain. And twice I bench him. He delivers and gets bonus points. So as I said previously in the past, rotating keepers, rotating defenders is a painful process and really works. That being said, I have 7 more players playing the double game week. Haaland triple captain, Kane once again, Rashford, Kevin De Bruyne, Shaw, Perisic, and Anderson. So I'm still expecting to have a green arrow, especially that Martinelli blanked and even got a yellow card, and he was the only high-profile player, which I do not own. So let me move to my transfer plans. So I plan to save the transfer, and I will urge you, if you can, make all you can in order to save a transfer, because we are expecting more news related to blanks in Game Week 25 and doubles later on. So Game Week 25 is a worry, so Manchester United, Newcastle, Brentford and Brighton could all blank. That's why I'm not buying Brighton players, even though I'm considering Solly March, I'm considering Mitoma, and I'm considering Ferguson in attack. However, I'm worried that they might get a blank, and I will have 2 Newcastle players and 2 Manchester United players and Patterson, so I will not have starting 11. I want to have at least 10 starting players, and I want to bring Arsenal players as well, maybe restructure the team, so there is no time to bring Brighton players or Newcastle players. That's why I brought Perisic instead of buying Schär, who I like more. So if you can see, Perisic has great features, and in 25 he plays Chelsea at home. I think Chelsea are not scoring at the moment, so I'm happy to keep him till then. And also he plays Fulham, Leicester, West Ham, Chelsea and Wolves. But if I need to sell him as a cash cow, I will do it. So my plan is to have Ederson at goal, Ward on the bench, Trippier starting, Shaw starting, Perisic starting, De Bruyne starting, hopefully he's fit, guard Rashford vice captain. Actually, I will change and I will put the vice captain to Kane. Mitrovic stays, Haaland is captain and Kane is vice captain. Actually, I will bench Shaw and play White. I expect fully a blank from him. Whenever I play him, he blanks, and whenever I bench him, he scores a lot of points. So you have been warned. What are my plans? My plans are to save this game week transfer, even though I really like Nketiah up front, especially that Arsenal are having a double game week. My plan is to save the transfer and wait for more news. Then, next week, I will still have Haaland as a captain, and if Rashford gets the double, then he will become my captain, and then Haaland will be my vice captain, and I can also do De Bruyne to Bruno, because he will have also a double. So he will have Crystal Palace at home and Leeds at home, or Crystal Palace and Brentford. As I said, in that case, we will need to consider Leeds players and Brentford players, and because Leeds will not have a blank in Game Week 25, I am considering buying Rodrigo as well. So if this happens, depending how well is Almiron playing, I could upgrade him, or I can even sell Andreas and even bench Almiron if needed. So I can sell Andreas for Rodrigo. I will have the money, and this will be my plan of action. So this is one plan, because Rodrigo will have double game week, including Nottingham Forest, and also great fixtures. And it's really important in Game Week 25, he plays Southampton at home. But I might just skip Almiron. Let me go back to Game Week 21. In Game Week 21, as I said, I will save it. In Game Week 22, I'm considering selling De Bruyne for Fernandes, and this to be my squad. Fernandes will be the vice captain. So I will play Shaw then. And if I do not like Perisic, I can play White and hope for the best. And here I also like to get an Arsenal player. So if Almiron is not doing well, I can sell Almiron for Saka and go full differential. This is one alternative. Or I can keep Almiron and sell Nketiah and get Nketiah for Mitrovic. So those are my thoughts as well, because I think Arsenal will explode against Everton, or maybe get Rodrigo, or risk it and save the second transfer, keep Mitrovic. This all depends on Kevin De Bruyne fitness, and then next game we go with 2 free transfers as well. So now sell Fernandes for Kevin De Bruyne back, or what I'm considering, if Mahrez is still playing, I can gamble on Mahrez, because I do not want Kevin De Bruyne long term. Get Mahrez. And for Almiron, I will have the money to get anyone I want. I really like Son as well. I think he will explode soon. I will get him after the blank most probably. So I can get here Saka. So I will have 3 Arsenal, and Saka and Odegaard will be my differentials. I'm not considering getting Martinelli. I will continue gambling in order to rise up in the rankings. I'm also considering Nketiah. Nketiah is great, but the problem is that Mitrovic has Nottingham Forest at home. I know he's a troll. He's not scoring point when we have him at the moment, but he has Wolves in Game Week 25. I can sell him later on in Game Week 27 or 28, and I can even make a wild card in Game Week 29. My opinion on the wild card is not to play it now and wait for it, and earliest I would allow for Game Week 28 or 29 for the wild card to be played. So those are my plans. I am leaving myself completely open. Let me go back to the initial game week. So this is the initial game week team. I will have Haaland captain, Harry Kane vice captain, and I will play Ben White. So if I'm Kepa and Ward owner, I would consider getting Ederson now if you do not have triple Manchester City. That would have been my smart choice, but unfortunately it is what it is. And let me see whether tomorrow Cancelo will start. And then I will do free transfers. Haaland and Kane are staying, Odegaard is staying, Rashford is staying, Miron and De Bruyne could go, Mitrovic could go, Trippier is staying, Shaw is staying, Perisic, Andreas and Patterson also could be sold. I'm also considering getting triple Arsenal. If I'm having a wild card now, I will get this triple Arsenal. I will ignore Ben White and Martin. That is me. So let me know what do you think about this. Feel free to make some comments. I will respond to all the comments that you have. And also follow me on Twitter, the link in the description, FPL Daniel, because there I will reveal my latest team because my thoughts could change. So thanks and wishing you good luck, and I hope for some points for my players today and tomorrow. Bye!